Oh, do you want me to lock your door, by the way?
No, it's alright. Don't worry about it.
There we go. Live. 13 seconds in, 14 seconds in. All right, let me...
Yeah, tied to Discord.
Oh, do you want me to lock your door, by the way?
No, it's alright. Don't worry about it.
There we go. Live. 13 seconds in, 14 seconds in. All right, let me...
Yeah, tied to Discord.
There we go. Perfect. Oh, do you want me to lock your door, by the way? Hell yeah.
All right, let's just get us on the thing here.
13 seconds in, 14 seconds in. All right, let me... Damn, my haircut is looking more and more like a bowl cut every day.
All right,
What do you reckon? Should I get rid of the sideburns? And just keep the beard only?
I think you should keep growing it out.
Damn, my keep growing it out now.
Yeah.
More and more like a bowl cut every day.
I think music should be fine. I think we're all good.
Hey, let me open up and take a look what it looks like. Just keep the beard only.
Testing ichi ni san cheese.
Did you type that? Or?
No, it's not me.
Oh, okay.
Welcome in, first chatter of the day.
Yeah. Let me see if I can hear the music on. Hey, let me open up and take a look what it looks like.
Testing ichi ni san cheese.
It's really...
No, it's not me.
Is it loud? It's not. It's the music soft. It sounds like echoey. It's out there. Anyway, gentlemen and ladies, welcome in. How are we doing today? We want to start off with a wrist check.
Yeah, you do yours first. I gotta fix something.
Okay. Anyway, gentlemen. Well, I bought two watches actually. So the first one, which I was wearing on the way over. This one here. Oh, is it gonna focus? It's the G-Shock DWH-5600 with the smartwatch sensors on the back. Huh? This one here. Isn't that cool? I can track my sleep. I can track my steps, all of that shit as well. So it's got, you know, a little bit of everything for everyone, right? Now, for those who can't give up their Apple Watch, I don't know. I kind of think smartwatches are a little stupid because, like, they track your sleep quality and stuff like that, but my brain tracks my sleep quality too, right? Like when I wake up and I feel tired, you know what I mean? I don't need a watch to tell me that I'm tired. Hello from Germany. Hey Marvin, how you doing? Welcome in, welcome in. So yeah, you know, I don't need... Mokuma. Konnichiwa, konnichiwa.
Why is this a chat appearing here? Am I tweaking out?
I don't know.
Look at the chat in the corner. Bottom left corner. I don't know what it is.
This is why I told you to just use a separate entire OBS.
You're right.
Instead of, you know, mucking around with each time. Anyway, from Japan. Hello, Shana Panda. How are we doing?
Bottom left corner.
Welcome in, welcome in. Yeah, so, like I said, the smartwatch features, right? I don't really think they're that useful because, like, the sleep indicator, you know what I mean? Like, when I wake up and I feel tired, I know I didn't get enough sleep, right? Christian Bourgeon, welcome in from Los Angeles. Hell yeah! Like the sleep indicator, you know. And so I guess the only real major use is the workout, right?
Okay, I fixed it. Hello. Okay. Wait. What should I do? My wrist?
If you want to, yeah, go ahead.
Here's mine today. The Cartier Santos. A little bit. I don't know if the camera can pick it up. That's what I'm wearing today. Thanks to he actually got it for me. We're supposed to get it engraved.
Yeah.
We're supposed to get it engraved, but haven't had the time to do that.
Yeah, it's funny because I went like around a few places and they said, "Oh, we don't do engravings in like Sydney or wherever."
Yeah.
Jesse P says, "Hello from Tokyo." Hello, welcome in. Yeah, in Sydney, you know, you can just get it engraved at any like missed a minute or whatever, right? And so I went to a few here, and then all of them said, "Oh, we don't do it." And then one of them was like, "Let me call like the main honcho, right? The main head office." and then see which places do it. And they told me there's only 4 places that do it. This chair makes me look like.
Do you wanna lift it up a little bit? Because I can't.
Okay.
Yeah, it does have a thing.
Because it makes me look like I'm 5'3" and you're 6'8".
That's why I put the camera down a little bit. Also, cat behind you as well. Also joining in for the podcast. No wrist roll from her. There she is.
Can you imagine? You'd have to get like a Casio ring watch.
Yeah.
For a cat. That's the only way it would work.
Only way it would work.
Yeah. So anyway, what was I gonna say? So they told me there's only 4 places that do it, like Akihabara, Tama Plaza, and there's 2 others that I forgot. But those were the only 2 that I was like, it's actually realistic to go there, right? Because Tama Plaza is closer to my new apartment.
Right.
And Akihabara, I think we're going this weekend to Akihabara.
Oh, we're going to Ueno. We're going to Ueno.
Which is a stop after Akihabara.
Yeah. How long does it take to? I've never engraved anything in my life, so I don't really know.
It doesn't take too long. Like, they usually tell you just come back in 30, but they usually will finish in 5 to 10. If there's no backlog, they might be doing other stuff. So I tentatively suggest that our like catchphrase since we started this channel was lock in till Lambo, you know?
Yes.
Which is basically trying to stay, motivated to consistently put out in content and stuff like that. So yeah, I was saying lock into Lambo. So I was saying we could put that on the back, but I don't know how you feel about that one. If you think it's too cheesy, we can.
No, I actually like this. Trying to
stay, motivated to consistently put out.
But yeah, so the stream started. We're gonna chat with you guys a little bit, and then we have a little bit of like just like new releases, news about watches. It's gonna be mainly about like Casio.
Yeah, so I think Casio and Seiko are the 2 ones that had a lot of releases for April.
Yeah.
So we'll talk about that on April. Ricky says, good evening from Queensland, Australia.
Australia.
Hell yeah. Actually, my mum lives in Queensland.
Oh, okay.
Bris Vegas, that's what they call it. Yeah, so
I don't know anything about Australia.
It's Brisbane.
Is it actually like Las Vegas?
No, it's called Brisbane, but they want to spice it up a little bit, so they call it Bris Vegas.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So, a little bit of lore for you about it.
Okay, Australia.
Anyway, so yeah, that was the first, and then the other one that I brought, because I just bought this, but I don't know if we've really shown it on stream. I bought a fake Chinese watch. No, I'm kidding. This is, can we maybe...
Gonna put it down maybe.
Oh, there we go. You can kind of see it. So, it's from a Chinese microbrand called Suggest. And it's, are you gonna put it down? No, I'm kidding. So, yeah, it's,
Gonna put it down maybe.
Oh, there we go. Maybe I'll flip it the other way actually, so it's better for the camera. But it's an aventurine dial, and it's right. First, maybe I'll do it. Yeah.
Down here now.
Oh, down here. Okay. So it's an aventurine dial. Maybe I'll flip it the other way actually. Yeah, like this might be best. Aventurine dial. It's got a big date wheel, Moonphase, and then small seconds hand as well. And it also has exhibition caseback, sapphire front and back. This is not sponsored or an ad, by the way. I just saw them and I'm like, I'll give them a chance. We might do a video on it. I don't know if it's interesting.
We have to do a video about like how good Chinese brands are nowadays, right?
Yeah, it's crazy. Actually, let's switch back to the small one, and we'll go on. I was looking at their website and I was like, what the fuck is up with Chinese watchmaking, right? Because this is kind of, it's very impressive. This was it was $96 US.
Wow.
So I was like, at that price, I'm like, fuck yeah, I'll just buy it. They have tourbillon as well.
Oh really?
I was like, but the tourbillon's like 700. So I'm like, I don't want to drop 700 on my first ever watch. It's very impressive. This was
yeah, I saw this before.
Yeah, I like the dial. It's a great color. Yeah, it's a nice aventurine. Like, it's very kind of sparkly. Just like me.
Yeah, it's good.
Not too far from Brizzy. I'm in Toowoomba. Oh, no, Toowoomba. Carlos says nice. Hi, Chris. Hi, Yuda. Hi, hello to everyone. Hey, Joshim, Andre. Does a watch lose value in the resale market if you take out links? I mean, yes and no. So, if the watch is already like on the cheaper side and close to its base price, like not really. But for a Rolex, like those links, or like any gold watch, right? The links at the very least are worth their gold price. So for something like that, it 100% reduces the value. Like a Rolex bracelet, if you want to buy a Rolex bracelet just by itself, you're looking at like anywhere from like 2 grand up to like
Ooh.
5 grand, right?
We just got our very first dono.
Oh, hell yeah.
Whoa, okay. Antoine Walker, $4.99. Love the channel. Have you heard of Sovereign watches? Great quality under 1K. Do you know anything about that? We should look it up.
Oh yeah, let's chuck it on and take a look. By the way, guys, as we're talking, so the last live stream was all about watches and wonders.
Yes.
But this one, we're talking about any sort of topics that you guys have. So yeah, let's have you. Yeah, it's SOV RGN.
RGN.
Watches. They do apparel, now they do watches, I think.
So you do, it's under 1,000? Okay, so
Yeah,
I'll show the
let's
screen
take a look.
right here.
Okay, yeah, watches, watch roll, art, wholesale. Well, they got a nice calendar there already. In the press, GQ. Don't talk to me unless you've been in GQ magazine, little boy.
Wait, so what are...
Scroll up, I think you can see the watches.
Up here?
Yeah.
All right.
So let's take a look. So first of all, I've never heard of this brand. I assume you haven't either.
No. Oh, 89k yen? That's pretty cheap.
That's
Whoa.
not bad, yeah. It kind of looks like the Grand Seiko, the Tokyo Lion, right? With the case shape. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, yeah, it does.
Yeah, personally, I like calendar watches. So,
well, if you want to buy something right now, it's 35% off. I don't know if that's gonna...
I think that's included in the list price. Scroll up a bit and let's see. Chuck on the...
I really like this color.
The ice blue one.
Ice blue one's amazing.
Actually, they call it an aqua blue.
Sorry. Calendar steel, aqua blue watch.
Is it, what's the specifications? Is it a quartz or a... Oh, it's a mechanical. Okay, wow.
For that price?
Yeah. I'm becoming a dad by the end of the year. You guys have any watch recommendations to get? Maybe a baby G? Greetings from Sangami Hara. That's actually
that's actually, there's so many like Japanese people, like people living in Japan watching, and I'm surprised. Anyone else living in Japan?
I think it's the time zone thing, right? Because
it could be the time zone.
We're just starting after work in Japan. Okay, so about this watch, I mean, so let's see what you're getting. To me, this is probably the what is it? In the 9215? No, 9100 premium automatic, right? And then they've modified it to have day. They say day month here, so I think they made a mistake there. But yeah, day date month. Yeah, I mean, this is a fair bit of watch for 89,000 yen. What's that in USD? Like 50,000, something like that.
USD would be like 500.
Yeah, Anton Walker, I'd say that like there's a fair bit of watch here. You know, it's not crazy. I was thinking that this was a quartz, and then I was thinking, you know, it's a little bit overpriced, but the Miyota 9100 by itself is a fair bit of money, and it's got Swiss Luminova. It's a mineral crystal on the back, and then a sapphire crystal on the front. Anti-reflective. The case, it's a little angular, but I mean, if that's what you like, that's fine. And the bracelet's nice. I could definitely wear something like this. I like it's got this, like, you see the chapter ring.
Wait, what is the origins of this watch? Where does it come from?
I mean, probably it's probably like done in China, but I don't think that's a bad thing. Does it say anything about?
No, it says about us. Let's take a look.
Let's take a look. Sovereign, spark of passion.
From bustling streets of Nigeria to serene landscapes of Ottawa. Story of...
Yeah, so he was born in Nigeria and then he came to Ottawa, is what it sounds like. Or maybe he has Nigerian heritage and then he was born and raised in Canada, but he takes inspiration from it.
Okay. Yeah, I'm not going to read through the whole thing, but
yeah,
very interesting. I like the name too. It's really cool.
Yeah. Yeah. Does it, what's the logo that they do?
It says he moved in Canada in 2011, and then he continued to collect watches and brands like Citizen and Belova. Okay.
Yeah, I can see that. Let's go back. Let me take a look. To answer your question, like Antoine Walker, I like it. I like it a lot. This black one too, actually. It kind of, I can see why. I can see how is because this looks like those Citizen ones, you know. with the.
Oh, you're saying like he's got inspiration by those.
Yeah, I can see the inspiration, but he's not doing like. I think a big thing is like a lot of micro brands. They just start off doing like clomages or whatever, right?
Right.
But this is. It looks like he's. I think it's a nice watch. Right. It's got this like 3D effect with the chapter ring being slightly tilted. And you're getting a nice movement. It's a little busy on the dial, but I don't think that's a bad thing. I like these kind of triple calendars. And 20. I could do without the 24-hour indicator. Like this could be a Moonphase or something else, but I like the power reserve. Like it's not crazy. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I'm liking it. Well, really cool. Yeah. I love learning about new.
Yeah. What do you guys in the chat think about these? Because this is my first time ever hearing of them, and the Panda, they got a Panda 2. Like it's not a ridiculous price. Clearly, the black and red one here is like 14 reviews, so it's the most popular one. Which is what I expected. Like, yeah, this is basically what I expect. This is the most popular, second and third.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So Marvin says he's becoming a dad at the end of the year. Any recommendation on watches to get? Maybe a baby G.
Yeah, I guess like what's your price range and what's like the kind of watches? And is this like a watch that you're thinking of passing down, or is this like a thing that you'll just enjoy to commemorate mainly for yourself and then pass it down in the future?
I wonder how young I was when I first wore a watch. I don't remember.
A good question.
I wonder.
Yeah, anyway, I have a SBGA 211 that I like, but I wish they made a smaller version. Any recommendations? I'm looking at old Seiko Skyliner, Sub, S-Sox, Navy and the Orient, RK.
Is that another... Am I tripping, or... That's another
it is.
chat.
Wow. Oh, damn.
It doesn't show. Yeah, it shows it right here in the chat here. Wow, thank you so much for the $10. Holy crap. Appreciate it.
Appreciate it. All right, so SBGA 211. Let's take a look at that one first. I think I know which one it is, but
you want me to show the screen here?
Yeah. Let's check the screen. Okay, it's the Snowflake, Spring Drive Snowflake. But I wish they made a smaller version. How many mils is this? Because I'm pretty sure the Citizen version of this, like the similar one, is smaller across the board. What does it say? Specs. Yeah, so this one's 41 mil case and it's 12.5 mils thick. Ooh, it's a big boy.
That is a big one.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure the Citizen has like one that you'd probably like, Joe and Tell, because they have a few of these ones. They have one here, which this is not a spring drive. This is a quartz one, right? But it's kind of similar. It's not a snowflake. It's more of a meteor style one. Let me chuck it into English. And then specs wise, where's the it's a little thinner and it's a little less width, right? But it's the same like super titanium. It's the same like oh, there we go. Whoops.
I think it was double audio. Just for 1 second. Just for one second. Yeah. I think in the beginning it was double audio.
Oh, okay. Yeah, so it's platinum coated super titanium, you know, it has a nice design. I mean, all of these ranges, all of the range of the Citizens are quite nice. We're actually doing a video on them. They got a dark version too, but this one too, it's a perpetual calendar. So the date wheel will be correct. A lot of people don't know that, but I think that's, you know, like I said, it's a fair bit smaller than, I just went into English for you guys. The case size there is a fair bit smaller than the SBGA 211. So I think you might end up liking this one more than your SBGA 211. But I don't mind playing one now. No need for titanium texture dial. I have the GS for that. Yeah, they have some. I mean, they have some other ones that like I think are really nice as well in the same range. Like this one here's got this really nice. It's the same kind of meteorite, but it's blue. And then they have another one here that's like a washi paper dial with like a sand kind of
looks like some jeans or something.
Jeans.
The jeans dial.
Yeah. They're like a black and red one here. So there's a few ones in here. And there's also ones that aren't currently sold, but they're still part of the Citizen range that are quite nice.
The Citizen's they make such cool watches, but the naming of it kind of bothers me. I wish they called it like Grand Citizen or something.
I just find it funny that the two Japanese like brand, or all of the Japanese brands have made the exact same mistake basically.
Yeah,
you have Seiko, Grand Seiko,
right,
and then you have Citizen, the Citizen, then Orient, Orient Star. So all three of them And now Casio's the only one who haven't made that same kind of mistake, right?
I see. Yeah.
Yeah.
Ultron's welcome in. Good to see you here. Does Citizen or Seiko watches keep the value in long term?
I think it depends a lot on the model because, for example, right, like the Seiko Miku watches. If you bring up the Seiko 16th, those Miku watches, you know, there's not that many of them around. Number one, there's only like 5. Well, this thing is 4,900, and so they dropped at like 16,000, right? Sorry, yeah, these dropped to 60,000 yen. And then now I managed to find one for like 120,000 for a customer, and then now they're like over 200,000 yen. Like everyone's charging over 200,000. So for this model, like obviously, you know, the price, the value, it's got a lot, right?
Yeah.
So, you know, it depends a lot on the models. And then if you look like some of the earlier, like we do Saab 005, like the orange Saab, that one too has the exact same thing, right?
Yeah, I think it just depends on the model, like depending on how rare it is. I don't think anyone ever thought this Miku watch would go, you know, $2,000.
Yeah.
But that's just, you know.
Yeah, Joe and Tell says, by the way, I'm enjoying your channel. I make YouTube videos also. I think you guys will blow up. Hell yeah, I'm hoping so. I mean, I feel like we've already blown up, right?
It needs to be more.
Yeah. Well, it's funny because like when we did that first like video, we were like not even sure at all if it would do well. It did like 50k, and the next video did like 200k within like a couple weeks.
Yeah.
But I think, you know, we can certainly. I mean, too, even when we went to the flea market, we had no idea the flea market video would pop that much.
Yeah, it's been a while since we got a 100k video, and that was one of it. So I was really happy about that.
Yeah. So to answer your question, I think we've blown up, and I think we'll keep blowing up. By the way, what videos does? Is there a way to? Can we take a look at his YouTube?
You can check his username. Yeah.
Here we go. View channel.
Wanna show it?
Yeah. Yeah, we can show it. Oh, okay. You do a lot of audio stuff.
I love the camera work already. Like like I'm so like lost like in just like these tech related videos. Mm-hmm. I just love everything like this. I'm gonna check you out for sure.
Yeah.
It's just I don't think I can install a subwoofer in my Japanese house.
Yeah.
I think it's on the wrong market, wrong demographic for the stuff that's on your channel.
Yeah, I'll take a look definitely because wait, big bro and little bro. This thumbnail's hilarious. Big bro and little bro.
I'm clicking that one.
Your little bro his smallest speaker set. Mr. Jim C says, "What's up, boys? Yeah, welcome in. Good to have you. All right, so why don't we'll do we get some of the other ones? Citizen Silver Leaf Lacadala Sick very fucking much. Hell yeah, Roy. Ricky Marvin says, Ricky, thanks for calculations. I hope you and your 9-month are doing well, and I quite like the field watch idea. Jeez, I'm getting tongue tied. Have you guys come across any Tissot watches, or do you guys choose not to review them?
The most recent video had a Tissot. What was it? A Tissot. What was it?
C-Star.
It was a C-Star, right?
Yeah. We came across two in the Nakano video. It's actually up in the shop. Where was it? Here we came across this Tissot.
This one here?
Yeah, which is quite.
I literally have this like behind.
Oh really?
It's literally right behind me. But I think he was talking about just like interviews, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, there's one. We got one on the very last video, the last street interview video we did.
Yeah, there's been I think a 2 or 3.
Yeah.
There was the PRX guy in Sydney as well. This latest one here?
Yeah, the latest one had. It was a guy from Canada.
Yeah, where was it? Around. No, this is Exceed. That's the cut. I think it was later in the video.
I messed up the title for the fossil watch, and I'm really upset about it.
Yeah, this Tissot here, Tissot C-Star. That's a lot of watch for it was $530, right? I think that's more the second-hand price. I think these retail at 800. But it's pretty nice. You know, you get Swiss diver. What's that? 1,000 feet water resistant, 30 bar. It's quite nice. Can you tell us? I'm loving your work, boys. Big fan. Keep it coming. Thank you, Mr. GMT. I hope we can keep bringing you guys guys, more content that you like. Can you tell us why you chose this channel name? Yeah, I mean, we were just kind of brainstorming a lot. This is actually before Yuta joined the project, where we're brainstorming a few different names, and then we're thinking like, you know, initially we weren't even really going to do YouTube like this, right? And we were just thinking like of shipping goods, and we're like, you know, what are we actually shipping to people, right? The idea is we're shipping Japanese products, so we're going to ship everything, like high quality umbrellas. Actually, I'll show you these ones because these guys have a crazy story. But yeah, we're gonna like ship, you know, products like high quality Japanese umbrellas, leather goods. Where's the? Can I go into the? Yeah, so they do all of these like handcrafted umbrellas and stuff like that, and so we're thinking like, you know, we'll ship this stuff like lacquer goods, lacquerware boxes, you know, watches, all sorts of stuff, right? And then Yuta as well, when we were first discussing it, he was like talking about wanting to do like street interviews based around watches.
Yeah.
And so that's where we started to think, you know, we wanted to sell or like ship a lot of these goods that are Japan only, like overseas. So that's where the name like the Japanese factory came from. So yeah, hopefully that answers your question.
Wow, it looks like I really saved you guys, huh?
Yeah, definitely. All right, shall we jump into let's go. You want to do Seiko first, or you want to do Casio?
Wait, so explain for people that are just joining in. Wait, hold on, we gotta... Is that another super chat?
Oh, it is.
Oh my gosh.
Hell yeah, Antoine, thank you. Do you like the new Land Dweller by Rolex? I hate it. It looks like a PRX Lux.
Well, let's look it up then. Let's see how...
The Land Dweller?
Yeah.
You know what the Land Dweller looks like, bro?
I know, but like people maybe not.
Oh yeah. We can chuck it up on the web. Oh, can you change the camera thing?
Yep.
Yeah. So, I mean, what do you have Rolex.com bookmarked?
No, it's not bookmarked. I'm waiting for that call. You know.
Yeah. You want a list for this, bro? He went to go in for the list, and they spat in his face.
Oh yeah, he did.
Yeah, so the Rolex Land Dweller, we actually spoke a lot about this in our previous live stream, which also I have that timestamp, so you can go after this stream is done, go take a look at that one and take a look like what it our thoughts super in depth. I think it's good and bad. So in the first place, right, the movement is crazy. Like this is a big step in the, maybe scroll down a bit so we can see the movement stuff, right? Launch the experience, man. Let's get into the experience.
Dude, I hate how like every single website is like this now. It's like the Apple-fication of websites nowadays.
Yeah,
but it's always cool. Gotta keep on dragging.
Yeah, keep on. You're dragging it, right?
All right, let's. Ooh.
So your movement-wise is, so if you buy a Rolex Ranger, you can be in a pub and wear it. What is it?
Oh, wait. Ricky says, do you have a Patreon? We actually do. Is it not linked on the YouTube? That's embarrassing.
It should be. It's usually in most of the comments. Is it not in the one for this video?
In the latest video, maybe.
Yeah, I mean, it's just the patreon.com/the Japanese factory, but I could post it in the chat in case you're interested. But did I screw that up? I think I did.
You did, yeah.
Tezer. There we go. Yeah, so anyway, so the Rolex, the Land Dweller, right? I think it's the movement crazy, right? You know, finally we get a high beat. And I think Rolex too, obviously, you know, they're feeling the pressure from, you know, Chinese like fake factories, right? Making really good clones.
Yeah.
And so, you know, one of the things is that it's hard to clone is like a really good movement, right? Especially like an open dial.
Yeah.
Like exhibition case back. So for them, right, this is finally them responding to, I feel like that market pressure. And also too, like people are like, you know, I'm spending 10-15 grand for a nice watch. I want to see where my money's going, right? So movement wise, high beat is awesome, you know, much thinner. I think that this is like the new, you know how you have the Submariner. Zooming in so much on my face.
I don't know. Something does that.
Yeah. So while you have the Submariner as like the you know, the entry level dive watch, right? Then you have the bougie version of it, which is the Yachtmaster, right? Now we have the same thing with the Land Dweller, right? It's like the bougie version of the Datejust. So my biggest problem with it is the chicken wire dial. And then I think the 6 and 9 there as well on the dial is not so good, right? It's like the Explorer 6-9 that they've done there, right? So those two things, I think they'll do some future variants that have a more normal dial.
Yeah.
Like they'll probably do a 2-tone version of this, right? That looks like a Datejust with a champagne dial. You know, you know, we'll get something that looks like a champagne dial Datejust or like the railroad Datejust, right? And then once we get that, then all of the complaints will go away. Interestingly enough, right? In order to get rid of those two horrendous looking, the 6 and 9, you have to, where's the configurator? Because I'm about to buy a Rolly now. So if you go into configure, right? And then you go here to like it doesn't matter on the size, but if you go like, I don't know, platinum or whatever, right? And then you do the diamond set bezel, it gets rid of the 6 and 9, right? And then you get a really nice, lot better looking
Wait,
dial.
so you have to get a diamond set to get rid of the 6-9?
Yeah, you have to go from 9 million yen to...
Dude, this is like some Apple stuff. You had to like pay extra.
Yeah. But then with the diamond insects, like that actually looks a lot better. And then if they get rid of the chicken wire dial, it'd be perfect. So I think we'll wait and see. It'll get a lot better shortly, right? So right now it's not my favorite, but the movement is really nice. The exhibition case back is really nice and thin. It's about 20, I think it was 20% thinner than a Datejust. So
oh wow, okay.
So this is like, I think it's 9.5 mils or something, so a lot nicer. So anyway, yeah, that's the quick thoughts, but I think we spoke a lot about it in the previous live stream. But I like the bracelet, I like the integrated case, you know, I like the design. Like, it's nice, it's just the dial has ruined it, for me at least. So I think in a short time, the thing is too, is once the initial hype dies down, I think you'll be able to get these, right? So it's not like a Pepsi or a Panda Daytona or you know, one of these. I think they'll be, I wonder actually whether or not they'll be producing this in like Datejust numbers, right? Because a lot of people don't realize, but the Datejust and Oyster Perpetuals, they produce like 800,000 of them a year, right? It's like 80% of their production goes straight to the Oyster Perpetuals and the Datejust. So if they're producing this with the same kind of fervor, then it'll actually be possible to get one compared to like a Pepsi, you know, GMT Masters in general. Dates, you know, those other ones. So it has potential, but we have to wait and see.
Yeah, we do have to wait and see for that one.
It looks like the old Rolex with integrated bracelets. Yeah, it definitely looks like the... can you click on this side? I think I need to click here. It looks like the Oyster Quartzes, right? So it's very, very kind of similar design to these Oyster Quartzes, which is not a bad thing, right? Because I think the Oyster Quartz is quite beautiful. Especially like the Oyster Quartz, they had one called the Texano, which has this dial, right? Which is, sorry, this kind of bracelet design. But yeah, I can see why people are calling it, you know, Rolex's attempt at the PRX. I think we'll see PRX do like
something similar,
a Land Dweller look-alike one. So
why not, right?
Yeah, how many people here are excited by Rolex? I think, you know, the thing is like, you know, Rolex are I think they make like 80% plus of like the luxury watch market revenue, right? Or at least profit. Like, so, you know, they're the biggest ones by far. It's almost like a monopoly, like at a certain point, you know. The thing is, it's like a very natural monopoly, right? They've spent a long time. It's not like they bought everyone else out, right? In order to do it, like Apple or whatever. Or Google, you know, buying out all the competition. Like Rolex has just been making... You know, they've had that really good marketing and they've been doing it for such a long time that they've naturally become like the #1 by far, right? I think, you know, you should, if you're, you know, a watch enthusiast, I don't think you have to own a Rolex, but you should at least consider it and try it out and see what it feels like, right? And yeah, you know, I think everybody can buy Rolex. I'm not saying everyone can enjoy, you know, a fucking 140 grand platinum day, but, you know, you can buy an older Air King for like a couple of grand, right?
Yeah.
And like, you know, even if you're okay, maybe not so much in third world countries, but you know, if you're in a first world country and you work hard and you want to spoil yourself, you can own a Rolex, right? So they're quite nice.
another super chat. Oh my goodness.
Oh yeah, I love the new 1906.
Oh, you want to look that up?
Yeah, I know what the 1906 is. The one with the Sedimo bracelets.
It's a golden one, right?
Yeah, the
Those are shoes, buddy. Rolex, I got.
yeah. So
You can put them us over there.
oh, okay. I'll take it out. Yeah, so 1906. I liked it a lot on the original, on this one, but the new one in the gold Sedimo bracelet.
I love the gold one.
Yeah, it's kind of hard to
great.
see. We'll go into the actual website. It's quite nice. I think it's the thing is too is this is like a pretty reasonable entry point to a full gold Rolex, right? And I think this is a lot easier to get than a day probably. So yeah, it's quite nice. Yeah, 1908, that's right, not 1906. But yeah, you know, this one too has an open case back. I think we'll see an updated version of this with a new movement from the Land Dweller, because this was the stepping stone towards Land Dweller, but you know, we'll see. Rolex has a great heritage and make a great product. I just find them a little boring. Yeah, but you know, sometimes boring is good, right? Like the beautiful thing about watches is you don't have to wear the same thing every single day, right? So, you know, for days when you're feeling like wearing something a little boring, you can wear, you know, your standard kind of everyday Rolex, and then for other days you can wear other watches, right? Like a full bust down Cartier.
No.
Yeah. When
Whatever
you're
you
gonna flex in the club.
Yeah.
So when are you gonna bust down that watch?
I like it the way it is, man.
Yeah. Tudor Royal is way cheaper. I think you said a comment earlier about the Tudor Royal. Yeah, I think Tudor makes a lot of sense, you know, for somebody who wants to like if you want all of the positives of a Rolex, and you want, you know, nice Swiss watchmaking, you know, without getting a crazy price and without getting, you know, all of the hype and attention, I think Tudor are quite nice, right? There's way less markup on this, like most of these Tudor.
Why do they look so massive in the pictures?
I think these are 42 mils, if I'm not.
I can't. There's no way I can wear this.
Oh, no, is it 38? Okay, maybe not. 38 would be fine then. I think it's just a photo then. But yeah, these are really nice. Like I like Tudor as well, especially some of the vintage Tudor. So when we're looking at Fire Kids, like they have a few Tudor stuff up for sale that I was looking at. They have some really nice, like, yeah, I think this is nicer than some of the Rolex Submariners, to be honest.
Yeah, this is nice.
It's quite classy. Hey, look at this one too in the blue.
Dude, Fire Kids is such a good...
Yeah, they're killing it.
Such a good website. Highly recommend.
Love their bezel. Bezel de ski.
Visit a ski, yeah.
I live in LA and I many times don't feel comfortable wearing the sub. I rock the Casio on those days. I feel you. Yeah, I mean, I wouldn't say I felt uncomfortable in Sydney, but you know, certain areas I probably wouldn't, you know, late at night I wouldn't wear like my nicer watches there.
I feel like because I'm planning to go back to America this year sometime, and I'm wondering what watch I'm going to bring, because I haven't been to America in like years. You don't really think about it when you're in Japan. Everyone's kind of...
Yeah, you can wear whatever.
You can wear whatever you want.
Look at this, like, Panda, this vintage Panda. 93, my birth year. I can get one of these bad boys.
Wait, we're the same age. It's crazy.
Yeah, I feel like you're, you know, more unky.
I'm unky?
Yeah. But yeah, there's a lot of really nice Tudor designs. Yeah, this one here, look at this, like, 90s. Isn't that beautiful? Of course, kind of plain, kind of Submariner. If I wear a long sleeve, then it's okay. I agree, but I'd rather just not risk it, you know what I mean? But yeah, some of these, yeah, these Tudor, like, Oyster, they're like vintage Tudor Oyster Prince Day Dates. I think these ones look really nice. Look at that, 69. Both of these are 69 actually, but I like these a lot actually. I find that the proportions on the Tudor are a lot better. Yeah, look at that. And see, look, 3.3 grand, right? So a fair bit of that price is in the gold as well. But like, this is not a crazy thing. Has anyone seen the new red Tudor? Yeah, we did. We spoke about it a little bit on the Watches and Wonders stream. Thoughts on Steinhart watches? Let's take a look at Steinhart watches. Okay.
Is it not loading or? Oh, okay, there you go.
Yeah.
Steinhart.
This looks like what's his name? One of those. It seems like they're mostly doing like clomages. The price is quite high for a clomage. What's the movement on this? SW200. Okay, so it's a Swiss movement. All right, that makes it a little less crazy. I don't know. I feel like if you're going for these types of like clomage, you know, it's like designed to look as close as possible to like a Rolex. Like this is just a Batman, right?
Yeah.
Like this is as close as possible to a Batman.
Yeah, I don't really like it. There's something's throwing me off about it.
Yeah. I feel like for this, like you may as well. What's that Chinese one? That's I mean, there's a ton, right? Like Pagani Design do this same kind of, you know, Batman homage, right? But these ones are much more reasonable. You don't get a Swiss movement, of course, but yeah, like, they got a Batman too. Like I feel if you're gonna spend that much, if you're gonna spend money on like a clomage, you shouldn't go for one that's like crazy expensive. You know what I mean? When these kind of $100 ones will. There's another one too. I forgot the name, but yeah. I don't think it's like, it's not ridiculous, but 710 euros is a lot of money to spend on. But I mean, it does have Swiss movements, so you know, it's not insane. Like that does make it a fair bit more expensive having a SW330.
Roy is saying San Martin are the best.
Yeah, San Martin. That's the one I was looking for. Yeah.
Couldn't come up. Yeah, I couldn't think of it.
Yeah, San Martin have you know, and they're starting to do their own. Like this is not a homage at all. This is their own design.
Oh yeah, this one's crazy.
Yeah, I love this one, especially in purple and red. Red especially. I really like this one. Year of the Snake. Yeah, so they do like like Pepsi and Batman as well. And they still have. I think do they use Miyota movements or? Yeah, where's the Batman here? Yeah, SN012 TC. SN012 TC.
These are nice.
Yeah, Submariner Batman. Are these yeah, the movement is a NH35A, right? So it's a Japanese, it's a Seiko movement essentially. Right, so if you're gonna get a homage, like you may as well get something like this that's, you know, not like $700. Like, is it worth the extra, what was it, 700? Is it worth the extra $500-600 just to get a Swiss movement? Basically.
Yeah, just got this old Seiko let's copy and paste that. While you look that up, it says, can you get Kuoe watches in Kyoto, or are they available in Tokyo as well? You can actually find some in the airport. I think Narita Airport, or one of the airports, actually has a place where you can get those watches. And I've also come across a few in like those like shopping malls. Sometimes I have like a small section. They're not that much cheaper, but they're available.
Yeah, so I got this old Seiko 7S 268760.
Is it this one?
Yeah, I think the 7S is 26 is the movement, right? Yeah, 5,000 yen, 6,000 yen for this. It's a fair bit of watch. That's like what, $30 US? Is it moving? Jilomaki doesn't say anything. Rank 1, okay. Yeah, so it's not moving.
It says junk to narimasu. Yeah, it's probably
that's why. But it does look really nice. It does kind of look like a PRX, like you mentioned.
But I would highly recommend, if you can go to Kyoto and go to Kuoe, that it's amazing in there. Everyone's nice. It's probably really busy now. Like last time I was there, it was just filled to the brim with like a bunch of like people traveling.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And they've been killing it even more in the last like couple of.
You know, I didn't know how young this company was. It's only like been 5 years.
Yeah. Yeah, I'll go on the English side. Yeah, there's one that they recently dropped. They dropped the limited edition, and they dropped the other one that is this one. They did a limited edition of this one that had their like, the main difference was that it had like 5-year anniversary engraved on the rotor. But this one I think is really nice. Keep in mind it's cheaper to buy it in Japan than to buy it like overseas and have it shipped.
Yeah. Fino-san says my nearest TikTok shop in Eon has Kuoe, so like one of those shopping malls. You'll find it.
Ah, okay.
I went to Granbury Park, which has like a outlet mall. They had some cool watches there too. So yeah, like outlet parks would probably really malls would be pretty good, and there's a bunch all over Tokyo.
Yeah, I really like the grainy dial that they did on this one.
Oh yeah,
I think the vertical brush is nice too, but for me, I think the grainy is a lot better, just for my personal taste. But you're getting here like this is a triple calendar, right? Heat blued hands, exhibition case back. You see the Miyota movement there, which it's nothing crazy, but I got the 3 bracelet types here, right? Beads of rice, mix, and then flat. I think beads of rice for me makes sense, right? It's a Japanese watch, Is that racist to say?
A little bit, no. But I totally agree. Yeah, it looks better that way.
Yeah.
Butters says morning. What's up, Butters?
Beads of rice are flat. I'm not a big fan of the mix, to be honest. These beads of rice are flat is good.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean,
sorry.
It's a calendar 19122, so it's the premium, the newer movement with the triple calendar, right? So you've got the date wheel, it's the 8th, and then it's February on a Thursday, right? So it's actually quite useful watch too to have the triple calendar. Who knows? Maybe in a couple of years from now, Kuoe will be selling like perpetual calendars or annual calendars. Maybe.
You guys gotta keep buying their watches.
Yeah,
they'll have enough money for it.
Yeah, we're tempting. We're not tempting. We're planning to do go to Kyoto and try and film like 5 videos. So you want to do a Microbrand video on Kuoe.
Yeah.
A Microbrand video on NIS, who are also in Kyoto, and then like a guide video maybe of Osaka and Kyoto kind of combined. And then like maybe an adventure style video where we just try and see like what's around, and try and find the best watch, under, I don't know, $200, some kind of similar to our video in the flea market, and then street interviews in Osaka and Kyoto. So 5 to 6 videos over like one weekend, just to make the trip worth it, right? Because just getting there is like, I don't know what is on the Shinkansen, like
2.5 hours.
2.5 hours, and then also like the cost too, we need to get a hotel and stuff like that. So yeah, JD, check out Bob's watches. They're legit. They check for authenticity and they've been around for a long time. Actually, swap the camera again. I'll show yeah, so most people don't really know about this. They're not really like a big brand in Japan per se.
Oh, this is NIS, right?
This is NIS, yeah. So they're in Kyoto too. You can see they're born in Kyoto. Here he is, Mr. Keisuke Ni, with 3 eyes.
Oh.
So yeah.
Is that why the name is NIS?
Maybe.
Yeah, probably his name.
Yeah, so they got here a venturing dial. I'm a bit of a sucker for a venturing. Oh, they got a necklace and a ring now with meteorite in it. But yeah, they do here too, like meteorite dial. This more kind of Kuoe style, but it's obviously a lot cheaper. I wouldn't say Kuoe style because this is a pretty standard style, but similar to kind of Kuoe's designs. And they've got one too with a this kind of like grainy dial too. And then these are the looms, like the 12369 are loomed, which is interesting. So I just want to talk to him and see what's up with his brands and he like what his ethos is and stuff like that, right?
We gone to Minase underneath the tracks in Akiba. They have some cool watches. I did a video this weekend. There's a video that I did like a solo watch hunt thing.
No. Yeah, this is a little bit. You want to show a little bit of it? You show a little bit. So this is what will be coming out on Saturday. So I'm excited. It's interesting. A little bit of an adventure video, right?
Yeah.
So we'll see how it goes. Yeah, 138 for the tag. That's not bad. Yes, this video should be good. Hope you guys are looking forward to that one.
Don't show too much. That's it.
Yeah, that's it.
Get a little taste of it there.
Yeah. Minase are good though. Actually, they do a lot of case.
Oh wow, I love these.
Yeah, case work for like some of the other brands use, like Minase to do
It's a
their,
very interesting design.
yeah, their cases here.
Very interesting design.
7 windows, 5 windows. Gaga.
Okay, so maybe after this we can discuss the things that we miss in Watches and Wonder, and then we can go to the new stuff that Casio.
I think why don't we start with the Casio and Seiko first?
Oh, okay, yeah. Sure.
So let's talk about, where's the button? Here he is, the man himself, Shohei. He's just everywhere, bro. I can't escape him. New models only, so they have gorgeous finishing, doesn't lose out to any GS. Yeah, I think a lot of people think that like Zaratsu, you know, polishing is like this super special thing that only Grand Seiko can do, but you know, all of the Japanese companies can polish a watch. Right?
Yeah.
There's not a. It is harder with titanium, but you know, interestingly enough, like Citizen kind of cheap by using platinum plating.
Oh, do they?
To get it to look as shiny. So there's a bit of a difference, but anyway. So basically, these are the King Seikos, right? That they've brought back. So they've King Seiko Vanax, right?
Ooh, yeah, it has a very vintage design to it.
Yeah, they've given it like the V on the second hand, and it's a throwback to these old King Seiko Vanax, right? So there's a ton of these. We've sourced a few of these. I might have to chuck in vintage, otherwise it's not gonna pop up. So we've sourced a few of these for people here. These ones have, you know, domed crystals, right? This is, I think, is a 5 cut, or is it 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 8? What was it? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. It's an 8 cut glass, right? So it actually like pops up and it's domed. You know what I mean? It's not like so a lot of these other ones. See here, it's got the same kind of thing.
Every single time I see this on the secondhand market, it's just so scratched.
Yeah.
These watches get so, these get messed up.
Yeah, I think it's because it's domed. Like when the scratch goes over the edge of the cut on the glass there, it becomes really noticeable because of the way the light reflects. But these are absolutely beautiful, right? I love all of them. I think that there's a lot of like the design is really nice. I'm happy that they kind of brought it back, because you know it's an interesting range. And yeah, I mean look at this one, right? This is just gorgeous.
Well, you might have to click on it because our camera is probably blocking it.
Oh yeah. So look at that one, right? So it says high beat. I mean technically is, right, but it's a 4 hertz movement. So I mean, it looks really, really nice. Yeah, faceted crystal, that's the word I'm looking for. It's a domed faceted crystal. So it's hard to find a lot of these in good condition without a ton of scratches, and with the original bracelet, right? A lot of them don't come on the original bracelets. So, but yeah, they're really, really nice. So Seiko's basically brought them back in a few different colorways, right? So they got this like ice blue one, a kind of, I don't know, lion brown. A white one here. The pricing, that's where I think it kind of falls apart, right?
It's so expensive.
Yeah, 396,000 yen. That means like if they release this in America, they'll probably ask like $3,000 for it, right? Now that being said, King Seiko is like their line below Grand Seiko, right? So you know it's not absolutely ridiculous, but it's a 4 hertz movement. Oh, I'll put this in English. Sorry, it's a 4 hertz movement, right? You know. 28,800 vibrations, 72 hours, and it's plus 10 minus 5, right? So, you know, I don't know. Still, 369,000 yen. It's a lot of money.
How much would you spend on this Max?
Yeah, look, I think like, you know, I don't know, 150 to 200. Like that makes it a fair bit more than a Presage. But I don't know, am I crazy for that? How much do you think what do you think is reasonable for this watch? Knowing that it's not a Grand Seiko, it's a King Seiko, and knowing that it's, you know, you're getting like plus 10 minus 5. Now, to be fair, the movement is probably going to be a fair bit better than that out of the box, right? Wait, how many meters water resistant is it? They've also the fact that they made it a limited edition is why they're that expensive, but there are GS of that price already. Yeah, that's the thing too, right? Like you
Right, yeah.
some of the used Grand Seikos, you're not getting a spring drive at that price, I don't think, but you know, you can get some like used like quartzes and stuff like that.
Yeah, I'll probably go for like 1,000. 1,000 would be fair for something like that.
1,000 will put it at what, 140,000 yen at today's price. So literally like almost a third of the price they're asking for it. But it's pretty fugly, so $0 from Roy.
Fair, that's fair.
That looks similar to the old watch that I had you Google. Yeah, I mean, you can buy like vintage King Seiko, like Van X.
Yeah.
Or way cheaper. And so it's like, it's trying to emulate a vintage watch, right? But like at this price, you can buy the vintage watch cheaper. Joan tells us one thing a lot of people don't talk about are watch display cases and winders. I have used one from home. I had feeling it makes me feel like I'm shopping for watches every morning. What do you use? You wanna show them your watch box at the moment?
Sure, yeah. Well, this thing right here. Should I show this?
Oh yeah, that's a good thing.
Yeah,
you just got this recently. You want to tell the story?
Yeah, so this is my girlfriend got this for me. She ordered it like a long time ago, but it finally came out. And it's one of the Seiko One Piece collab. Yes, I am a weeb. I have watched the anime almost 3 times now, all the way through.
Yeah, it's a pretty nice box. It's quite, I like it. I think a lot of people don't realize, like with these anime collab watches, we sell all of the anime collab watches from this maker as well, because they only ship into Japan. But you're not just getting the watch, you're also getting like, it comes with the box and stuff like that. So
also really bad timing, because like I also got this recently, the Cartier Santos. So you know, I have to try and choose the timing correctly and
rotate between
the two. But yeah, I'm really happy with those. And yeah.
IZFX HC says, "Hey guys, I'm coming to Japan in end of July, and I'm planning some unique vintage Seikos, etc. What 2-3 places should I visit in Tokyo, Osaka, and Kyoto area? Greetings from Nicholas from Denmark." So I think for Tokyo, you should check out. We have here in the where is it? Is there where I can see a playlist here? So we have a playlist called Japan Watches Area Guide. So inside of this, we have a few videos, right? So there's a guide here on Nakano and Ginza. So I would those 2 videos, I think for vintage watches, you should watch these ones, because the Nakano guide, we try to show specific shops that have, like, on the cheaper side, you know, vintage Seikos and stuff like that. So I mean, I can show you, for example, like in that video we speak about Fire Kids, which I think Fire Kids are really, really good. They're a little bit on the pricier side, but when you buy from them, like, they've already overhauled all of the watches, and they do a really good job. And some of the people on our Discord have bought watches from there. I bought a few watches from here as well, and it comes with, you know, either a 1 or 2 year warranty, but like they have a lot of really nice different style ones. This one's nice. 2005 Alpinist.
Wow.
Yeah. 128. Like it's what, 800 US? Like it's, you know, a little bit higher than it was when it released, but you know, it's also in pretty nice condition. But yeah, the other one is in the Ginza one I mentioned, Watch CTI. So Watch CTI in Ginza, they have a lot of
God, this website, dude.
Yeah, the website is kind of but they have a lot of
classic Japanese website.
Yeah, the thing is too is like they have Grand Seiko, King Seiko, Seiko Manual, Seiko Automatic, Seiko Sports Electric. It should be grouped as Seiko, and then you can filter by each thing, right? But they have a lot of these like, yeah, I don't know if you want sports pieces or whatever. So I mean, take a look at that, ISVX. The other one is in Osaka. We haven't made a video on it yet. What is it? BB Village Free Market. This place we've been like recommended to take a look at it. Oh damn. Maybe I'll just go on their Insta, because they post. They don't just sell watches only. They sell a bunch of other stuff too. But they do have. Okay, maybe better to do it on. Yeah, so they have like sections with a lot of Japanese watches. Like we've seen some people go there and they're selling like a ton of vintage Seikos and stuff like that. They also too have like drawers full of watches. So if you're looking for something specific, you can like ask and they'll open up the drawer and you can take a look. So probably these two places is what I recommend to check out. But yeah, I mean, stay tuned to our channel, right? You know, we'll try and when we do the Osaka and Kyoto trip, we'll make sure to do some videos on this place and other places.
I would love to do a challenge video here. It would be a lot of fun to do a challenge video.
You want to lose again?
What do you mean? I feel like everyone liked mine on the challenge video.
Look, I
saw a lot of people say the bullhead is the best.
Yeah, I would say it was 60-40. I'll admit defeat on that one. I think you do get a little.
I did get like some heat from this guy. It's like one is a better watch, which was yours, and the other one is a toy that you put batteries in. That was really mean.
Yeah, we got to do a Wednesday video like replying to our hate comments.
Yeah, I want to do that. Yeah.
I'd love to get Max like in the back too.
Yeah.
I don't know if you've heard the term. You know, on the radio when you have like the two radio hosts, and there's some guy in the back whose job is to just giggle.
Yeah.
They call him the giggle shitter. We need our giggle shitter, Max.
Yeah.
To be sitting in the back.
Oh, so fun fact: I did do a hard off video in this week's video. So, if you guys like more content like that, I would love to like rent a car and go out to the countryside and look at like some of the watches in hard off.
Yeah, he went to hard off. So stay tuned for the Saturday video. Should drop. No,
Friday video.
Friday 8:30 p.m. JST. It should drop. So.
Speaking of which, curious if Brunei guy has reached out to you after the video. He did. He wasn't really happy with how things went down, which we didn't really have control over. Yeah, I didn't expect it, to go that way. And it's unfortunate, but it is what it is, right? We can't really control how people react to a lot of the stuff, so I assume he's fine now. It just takes time to get I think he's fine.
I plan to come into Japan the next year or so. Let's do a collab. I'll shop for a watch. I know where there's an area where they have a lot of electronics. We'll get you a nice stereo system.
Dude, I'm kind of trying to get into, I know this is very different from watches, but I really want like a vintage, not vintage, but like a vinyl collection. So I'm really into like city pop, and I just want a bunch of city pop record players. I don't know what's a good vinyl player, so we'll just have to see.
Yeah, I'd definitely love to. I mean, we can certainly film some content for both channels at the same time, right? Like we'd love to. We were talking at some point we want to like start hosting watch tours and then use that to build a video for content. So like obviously we wouldn't make tours super expensive. It's mainly just for us to like trying to go around and we can film the process. It'd be nice to have a few different enthusiasts, and then if they buy a watch during the video, it's basically free content for us, right? And that's what I'd. So we'd love to do some kind of collab videos. We can go around, look at watches together, and then we can film some content for your channel as well. So definitely, I think for us, Discord is probably the best, like quickest and easiest way to contact us because we're constantly checking it. Apart from that, Instagram too is pretty decent. So let us know. Fuyuno says there are some shops in Ueno or Okachimachi. As well. I believe you mentioned that in the video. Yeah, we're going to Ueno soon. There's a few shops we want to check out there, so we're going to try and do like, I don't know if it'll be like an adventure / challenge style video or like a guide video.
Probably like a more adventurous.
And then also street interviews in Ueno, so we try and film 2 videos whenever we go out.
Do you think there's gonna be good watches in Ueno though?
I think so. Yeah, there's a nice.
Maybe Ameoko might be a good place to do it.
Yeah, Ameoko.
Oh, you want to get through the Seiko stuff?
Yeah. So other new Seikos, they got these new like premium divers. So they call it the 60th year anniversary limited edition. This one here for $715. That's a crazy price. Is there a new street interview planned? Yeah, we're planning a new street interview in Ueno for this weekend.
Yeah, probably Sunday.
Yeah, so we'll start the video just walking around, do the like adventure one, just check out the shops, and then after we'll start doing the interview when the weather is like right around midday when people are mostly out. I mean, it's nice. Is it $750 15,000 yen nice. Like that's what, $4,000 US. A little crazy.
Is this like a good discussion on like is Seiko like kind of getting too expensive lately?
I think so. Yeah, they're moving up market because they have Orient as their like down market.
Yeah,
not down market, but they're more entry level brand. But my question is like this one here in the blue is like 247, right? And this one's limited to 600,000 worldwide, 2,000 in Japan.
okay.
And then this one in the black, I think because it's like the black one, they're like, you know, this one's limited to only 600 and 200 in Japan. So this is like they're bringing back the Prospex Marine Master, right? But that's a crazy price. Like you stretch a little bit more and you can get a Grand Seiko diver, or like, you know, stretch a little bit more, you can buy a Submariner kind of deal. So yeah, 700,000 is ridiculous. Amiyoko in the under tracks has some watch shops. Yeah, that's where we're kind of planning to do. Joe and Tel says, what's a watch pet peeve of yours? For me, I don't like when a flat rubber or metal strap is placed on a watch with a round case. It's like when people wear their ties that are too short. Watch pet peeve? When Seiko thinks it's okay to try something at 700,000 yen for a non-GS.
Yeah, they're getting crazy. I'm not really liking what they're doing, but they're still really cool watches. Don't get me wrong.
Yeah, this honey style 60s. It's like a throwback to their older Presages. 73,000. It's a little expensive, but not insanely so. And that's quite a nice watch. I like what
I'm liking the mustard color.
Yeah, I got some other like Sari Presage style ones. You know, rotating bezel. These are quite nice too. Ladies' watches. Any ladies in the chat? We can talk about their watches, if so, but I think it's mostly men at the moment. Just a couple more different Astrons. Like, I don't think there's anything like really, you know, there's no kind of crazy releases from Seiko. I mean, even now, like the S series, they want 41,000 yen for this.
Yeah,
that's kind of ridiculous. The S series from like a few years ago would have been like 20,000 yen.
Yeah, they're going too hard. Introduce a cat. This is Mugi. I have 2 cats, but she doesn't really want to be held right now, so.
I have the Seiko SRPG 227K1. Let's take a look at that one.
When are we getting that Porsche stream? Who's that? Why do you know about the Porsche stream? What's going on?
We're trying to get there. We're trying to get the
watch hunting with a Porsche. Oh wait, I really like the look of this watch.
Yeah, this is nice. It's like a khaki field look. It's got the 24-hour thing as well. I like it. This is quite nice.
Yeah, I think I want a field watch next.
Yeah,
I think that's what I'm going for.
And this one's very reasonably priced, right? Like 30,000 yen from this shop.
Yeah, where did you get this? Space?
Yeah, what is it on Amazon? 43. Okay, a little more on Amazon, but yeah, I like it. I like it in black or blue. I think they both look nice. This is like it's beautiful. I really like it.
Yeah, but going back to pet peeves, I don't really have any pet peeves, to be honest.
My biggest pet peeve is seeing a Richard Mille and knowing how much people spend for it.
My pet peeve is when people buy Temu watches. People that buy watches on Temu. It's not really a pet peeve. I don't really have that at the moment.
The SRPG 27K1, please elaborate. I think it's really nice. I think for the price too, like there's a lot of watch, right? You're getting a nice, I assume, stainless steel case, day-date. I like the red hands here. It looks like it's got loomed hands and indices as well. And it's just, you know, pretty classical kind of field watch. Quite nice there. Show me a good Moonphase watch. Mega watch fan. I've actually got something that I think you'll go crazy for. Not Rolex, Omega. Where is it? Here. They're selling this one here. This is Fire Kid.
Ooh.
So it's a moon. You can see it's a Moonphase Omega from 1985.
Wow.
It's obviously just a Speedmaster professional, but 2.5 million yen, about what, 18K US. I mean, it's expensive, but not ridiculously so. Yeah, I mean, it's in quite nice condition. You got a movement pick here. Clearly, the movement, it's not that. There's nothing really wrong with it. Like the gears look fine. Everything looks quite nice here. That comes with. They probably give this like a 1 or 2 year warranty as well. So, Here it is. It says disassembly included 1 year warranty after purchase. Will give you about 1 month of carry out maintenance before returning the product to you. So that's a nice Moonphase watch. The other one is I just bought this Moonphase watch as well. This was
top down it again.
yeah, maybe top down it. This was $96 from Chinese Microbrand, and it's a Moonphase aventurine dial, like very sparkly aventurine dial. You can see it there when I rotate. So yeah, Suggest, Chinese Microbrand that I've just been exploring recently. Thank you guys for explaining the SRPG 27K1. I love you both.
Thank you.
Always. No more Temu with Trump tariffs.
Wait, is Temu actually messed up because of the tariffs?
Yeah, well, so the de minimis, and I spelled that correctly because I'm, you know, I'm a highly educated lawyer.
Okay.
No, so the de minimis thing is like underneath like a certain amount. I think at the moment it's like under 800. So yeah, under $800 there's like no there's no tariffs or anything, right? But they're changing that. So that's how like you know, Temu and stuff like that, if they were under $800 you didn't have to deal with tariffs and anything like that. They're changing that now to be like a flat $80, right? So if you have like, if you're buying a bunch of Temu stuff, let's say you buy like, I don't know, 20, 30 different plastic things, or even if you just buy like 5 plastic things from Temu, right?
Yeah.
And it's like the order's like $25, but then you have to pay $80 flat tariff for it, right?
Right.
So it just becomes not worth it. Winston Mats.
What did it?
Welcome in. Suggest is not a micro brand. Yeah, actually, that might be a good point. Like I was looking at.
Yeah, why are you going around saying it's a micro brand?
You know, I don't know. To me, like a lot of these like Chinese watches are micro brands, right? But then I was looking here at their, where was it? It's like they explain like about us somewhere. Oh no. Because they only have 1.83k subs on YouTube. That's why I consider them a micro brand. I'm egoing them. No, so where is it? Yeah, there was like something I saw like about Suggest or something. And like they show their like, here it is. What is Suggest? And they show their like full setup. And they're in, like they're in this watch park in China, right? Where it has like a massive, I don't even know what to call it. It's like a massive, yeah, here we go. So they have their own like little museum and stuff too, and they have like a giant like watch. They're in the middle of this. They call it some place. What is it? Like the I forgot what it's called. They've changed this page recently because I'm getting kind of confused. But it's like a place that there's like all of these Chinese watchmakers are in this one city,
Okay.
and they have like there's like 5 or 6 skyscrapers basically just full of watchmaking stuff, right? Which is ridiculous. Yeah, it's kind of crazy how like serious they are. Look at this thing. They're actually a full-on brand, I guess that's the best way to put it. Very beautiful. Your suggest. I'm receiving an Edox 40,002 Edox. Let's take a look at this one. Oh, okay. Is this another like Chinese brand, Edox?
I think I've seen this before.
Yeah.
In the Discord, I think.
Yeah.
Looks someone on a Discord had this.
Yeah, like it's got like a little, I don't even know, Yosh dial, Moonphase, and then a date. It's quite nice, especially for the price, right? Citizen NH A3059E. Oh, you're sharing just our faces.
Oh, sure.
So they can't see. Yeah. Yes.
This is the Edox.
Yeah. Which colorway are you getting? I like it though. It's got like a circular, like I don't know, wavy Yosh dial kind of thing. It's nice too. It kind of looks like Frederic Constant. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I see it.
You guys, space says Citizen NH A350-59E. Let's take a look. A350-59E. This is it's an automatic one. Okay. 18,000 yen. Yeah, it's nice Roman numerals, just very classic watchmaking. I like the beads of rice bracelet.
Yeah, for that price, it's
Yeah,
great. Oh, I like it.
yeah, day date. I like that it's like a triangle dial. For under 100 or just around 100 US. For just about 100 US for a Japanese made automatic watch with a nice dial, nice bracelet, that's quite a steal. Hard to Fuyuno says hard to check the size of a Chinese watch brand. Seagull and Tianjin sound like giants. Yes, Seagull well, Seagull actually produces the movements for a lot of other Chinese micro brands, right?
That's just a picture of a seagull.
Alexa, bring up the picture of a seagull. Can you imagine that was their logo? It's just a seagull like standing there. But yeah, they provide a lot of the movements for all of the other Chinese micro brands, right? Or Chinese brands in general. So they do like, I mean, people kind of discount it, but they do, yeah. They've got like tourbillon movements, like chronograph movements. Yeah, look at this. You can buy a.
So you can just buy the parts itself.
Yeah, well, if you wanted to, we could do a video making a tourbillon watch, right? We just buy the movement here, and then we just got to like buy or make a dial and
oh my god,
some other stuff. But they have some videos of it, like in their watches, like moving. So where is it? Yeah, they have like tourbillon watches, and they do like they suggest as well. They use the Seagull tourbillon in their watches, right? So where is it?
Tourbillon Master.
Yeah, Tourbillon Master. But here's an adventuring one with the tourbillon. I think they should have a video of it running. I saw it on like AliExpress. They have a video of it running. Let me see if I can. Oh, guys, I'm not gonna buy something yet. Just let me browse it first. Oh, I just got exposed not being able to spell tourbillon. All right, where's the? Yeah, they have ones with no logo as well. If you prefer, like, if you don't want to have the Suggest logo on it. Is there a video? Maybe one of the other videos here. But yeah, it's a tourbillon, like it's a functioning tourbillon. It's not just. You got Aesop too. There's another brand that uses the same thing, right? They use the seagull movements. So, I mean, being able to get a tourbillon movement for like 380, what did they want for it? 380 is crazy. And that's a fair bit of watchmaking.
Studio Underdog and many other brands use Suggest movements. Oh wow.
Interesting. Tim Cheeseman says there are a few Moon Swatch homages on AliEx now. Worth a look as they're built better than the fantastic plastic.
Yeah, wait. Joe was saying, what do you guys think of Moon Swatches?
People are taking rep Moon Swatches and putting them in metal cases. The reps are superior in that you can actually open them without destroying them. Yeah, we talked about this a lot on the Discord actually, but you're 100% right. So, moon shitter in metal case. That's what people are calling it.
Moon shitter? That's so rude.
Well, so for the people who don't know, where was it? Yeah, here. So they call it a shitter because it's like they buy it's like a fake or a replica Moon Swatch for like 19-20 bucks.
Mm-hmm.
So they call it a shitter because it's just a low quality clone, right? But then they swap it into these metal cases, right? So the big problem with the Moon Swatch, the genuine ones, is the entire thing is just glued shut, right? So it's basically impossible to get the movement out without destroying the dial and hands and everything.
Well, people found a way to do it though.
Yeah, it is possible, but it's just like so risky. Like and when you break a Moon Swatch, you're breaking like a $300 watch, right? And it's not like you can just buy parts. But this is an example too. This is like a replica or a fake Moon Swatch that someone's then swapped into a case, right? It's into a metal case. I think this looks really good. If you're okay, like, mentally thinking about buying like a replica Moon Swatch, this is the original one, right? In the plastic case. So if you're okay mentally, like buying one of these, fake or replica watches and then swapping into a metal case, I think this is crazy. And it's also quite fun because you have to build it yourself, right? They don't get sold like this. So you know, it's you have to use your own skills and do a little bit of watchmaking, which ever since I started like doing some watchmaking and stuff like that, it makes me enjoy the hobby a lot more, right? You know?
Yeah. So it says Nick says Moon Swatch is meant to be fun like a toy. It's not meant to be a speed match replacement.
Yeah, exactly. Like you know, the bioceramic, aka plastic cases, you know, mean that the watch, if you wear it every day or whatever, it's gonna fall apart, right? But something like this, obviously, it's made out of metal, so it's not gonna fall apart. But
it's kind of sad because I've always wanted a Moon Swatch, and then like I really started getting into the hobby, and then everyone just hates on it. So now I just don't want it anymore. But like, you know, I thought it was really cool at the time.
Yeah, I thought they're cool, and I'd be interested in buying one. But the problem is they're hard to get, right? Like you can pick them up for like, you know, like if I could just go into the shop and put in an order and buy one, I might get one. But like for this Snoopy Moon Swatch, like it's in Japan, it's impossible to get at the retail price. So you have to then go and buy it from like people who are scalping it for like double the price. Like look at this, 68,400, 71,000, 70,000. Like at that price, it's not worth the money, right? If I could get at the retail price, I'd consider it, but at double the retail price almost, there's no way. No way I get it. Juan Jose Fonseca Godoy says, to be fair, even the original Moon Swatch is shit. The movement is awful. I'd rather get a Pagani or a Watch Dives Speedy Homage than a Moon Swatch. It's funny because like the replica or like the fake Moon Swatch Moon Swatches are better and like higher quality than the genuine one because you get like an actual hard plastic, and most of them come with, from what I understand, the VK63 Seiko's movement, right, which is a better movement than the Moon Swatch one. Is it the VK63? Maybe it's not. Yeah, it comes with this 63 or 64, right? When I don't know, we're considering doing a video on those like replica Moon Swatch into like metal Moon Swatch mods, because they're interesting. I like the idea of them. Like they're quite oh, we already seen this one. So like here we go. Like a lot of people have been doing them and like posting about them on Reddit. So like, yeah, here's another one that shows, and it's not too, watchmaking wise, it's not too difficult to do of a mod. And I think it really does elevate the Moon Swatch, but I agree, it's not really supposed to be a Moon Swatch replacement. Moon Swatch gum women non-alcohol beer. That is a very sad life, my friends. I don't know what that comment means, but cool. After handling Moon Swatch, I decided to get a Watch Dives WD 1860.
Oh,
yeah, that's basically a Speedmaster. Was it? I don't think it was these guys. I think it was someone else similar who reached out to us to like do a sponsorship, and like they said, like, I can't remember which one it was. It's one of these like homage microbrands or whatever, right? But they said like, hey, can you we'll send you a watch for free, like just make a video on it.
Yeah.
And I was like,
nah.
I don't know about that.
Yeah. No.
Is it wrong to put a Jan Moon Swatch into a rep metal case? I mean, the VK63 cases, I wouldn't call it a rep case. Like, it's just like, I mean, how far can you say it's a rep case? Because there's like a million watches with this exact same thing, you know what I mean? So here we go, Moon Shitter and a VK63. Another guy did the blue one here.
Look at that.
Yeah, it looks good. It's got a custom like movement holder. Spacer, sorry, not movement holder. So yeah, that's what they're doing. It looks good here. Like, can't complain too much. Is there any Omega watch under $1,000 USD? There's a ton. Probably even in Fire Kids. They have some. Oh, not kids. Whoops, Fire Kids. Fire Kids probably have some Omegas under 1,000. But when we were searching around in the Nakano video, we saw a lot under 1,000 USD. Yeah, like some of these older ones here, like this is what, 800 US? Anything under like 140,000 yen. It used to be 150 or 60 years under 1,000. This is just around 1,000 for this old Omega Geneve. There's a few of these. The Aussie accent saying shit cracks me up every time. Any watch thefts in Japan from Majal? Not really. Like, we actually wanted to do a video of like the biggest watch crimes that happened.
Yeah.
It's quite interesting. There was one guy who fell asleep in a parking lot with his genuine AP on.
Oh.
So he fell asleep. He was in Okinawa, so I don't know if it was like a guy on base or something, you know, like a military guy.
Mm-hmm.
But anyway, so he fell asleep drunk in a parking lot. Then some guy came and took his watch, and then the next day went to sell it and sold it successfully at a pawn shop, right?
Yeah.
And then when the police questioned him, they said like, you know, did you steal his watch or whatever? He said, no, I didn't steal it. I just picked it up, like, you know.
Yeah.
And then so like, okay, that's a nice story, but you also picked up $800 of yen out of his wallet as well. So that's like, did you really pick it up, or like?
How do you fall asleep in a park with an AP on?
Yeah, if I had a genuine, you know, 30 to 50 grand AP on my wrist, I would not be so drunk I passed out in a parking lot. That's just crazy.
Yeah, we're planning on doing a video about like, because there's been a few big thefts over the years. About, I think like one of the stores in Ginza got robbed, right?
Yeah, a guy basically went between like the two buildings. There's like a service alleyway there, and so he broke into there and then like drilled through the box and like cut out a hole in the wall, and he just put his hand through to like grab these watches. And the thing is, he probably would have got away with it too, but he tried to leave with a lot of them in his suitcase. I think he brought 3 or 4 watches in his suitcase, which then they asked him, hey, why do you have so many watches in your suitcase? And then they tied they figured out where those watches came from, and it was like a robbed store. So he would have, if he just like transferred the cash out or whatever, it would have been fine. But he tried to take 4 or 5 watches out with him, which is silly. Space says, guys, I'm having lunch. Love you from Nepal.
Thank you so much.
Yeah,
Space. Enjoy your lunch. How long do we want to do this? Maybe.
Yeah, maybe another 30 minutes or so.
Well, we got like a barrage of messages.
Yeah.
Mega for 1,000. Buy Hamilton Field Khaki and be happy to purchase for years. I really want a Hamilton maybe in the future.
Yeah, quite nice. My father-in-law really loves Hamilton.
Yeah.
He has a few of them.
This is American. That's why. I'm a patriot.
He considers himself a movie star. Sometimes he asks me to like record a bunch of footage for him.
Wait, are you talking about me?
No. Oh, you're not my father-in-law.
No,
bro.
okay. Your father-in-law.
Yeah. Yo, I love you guys from Joshua. Hell yeah, thank you so much. Appreciate the nice comments. I just bought Thomas RSA. I just bought the SRPG 73K1 Seiko 5 because I got it for a bargain. Let's take a look at that one. Alrighty, do you want to change the thing? Oh, this is nice. What's the price on something like this? It's like a Seiko diver with a rubber strap. I like it a lot. It's got like a fume dial, you know what I mean? Like a sunray kind of thing. Hell yeah. If I can wear this watch and then look like her, I'd buy 10.
Who is that?
It's Hana Oviang or something.
Oh.
I think they actually can't see what we're talking about. Let me go into the actual website.
Oh.
One more time.
What?
No, damn.
Just open up a.
Maybe I can open image only. Yeah, there we go. Yeah, I said if I can buy the watch and then look like her, I'll buy 10 of them. Yeah, I like it a lot. I think it makes sense as long as it's not crazily priced. Like if they want $1,000 for this, they're out of their mind. But I think anything under like 500. Is it a metal case or it looks like a plastic case or like something like that? I just bought the Moon Swatch. Yeah, I don't think Moon Swatches are bad. I just think like if you're expecting to buy it and wear it every day and not have it break, then you know you might be making the wrong purchase. But
yeah,
I think as a bit of a toy, something you wear every once in a while. They're kind of cool.
I like it.
Yeah.
Who's your favorite guys to interview? I like the guy with the hat who just started speaking English out of nowhere. Oh yeah, that guy. We did not know that he spoke English the whole time. I know that one was. I wonder who's my favorite. I don't know. I'll have to.
in Nakameguro.
No, just like overall. I did like the guy that had the bag of watches. He was interesting. The thing is, like, he was like, "I'll be right back. I'm gonna go bring my friend," and then we're waiting for like maybe 10 minutes, and he just didn't come back. So we went to the place where we originally found him, where his friends are at, and he's like, "Yeah, he just left." He didn't say anything. He didn't even say goodbye. He said he'll be right back, and he just left the venue.
Yeah,
it was weird.
That's why it cut off so short.
Yeah, we're waiting for him.
Yeah. Anyway, let's finish up on the Seikos.
Sure. Yeah.
Not much more really to talk about like here in terms of their releases. I mean, these ones here are like they're more reasonably priced. They got the HUF collab that we saw on the street as well. That's cool.
Oh, so wait, okay.
This one here actually I think is really nice. This is a what is it called? Like a lacquer dial.
Yeah, I love this one. This one's awesome.
Yeah, it comes in a special like case as well.
Is this still available?
It's still available. Yeah, you can buy it here from the online store. It's a little expensive, but I mean, like that's how a dial is, right? Does it say what it is? It's lacquer. It's one of those things, you know, the like lacquer dial or whatever. So, other new releases, you know, 2 new tanks here. I think these are more for the ladies. And then like a Cartier kind of Panther lookalike. It's pretty nice. But the other one I wanted to talk about was this one here, the new Pepsi or the quarter Pepsi. Diver Scuba. It's quite nice. I think 71,000. What do you guys think in the chat about this one?
Yeah, I like this one.
It's really nice. And 71,000 is not crazy for like this kind of watch, right? You know, rotating bezel, date wheel, bloomed plots and everything like that.
My favorite is the Mickey Mouse Gentle Watch. That was like our very first video. You've been watching since our very first video. I'm not really proud of that video, but like we made it work.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, we had no idea then, like, even all of the wrist rolls were super blurry.
Yeah, it was so basically bad. I think it was bad because we did it in nighttime too.
Yeah. I started watching because of that. Are there fake watches in the Japanese flea market? Yeah, if you go to our flea market video, like we don't see fake watch. There's in stores, nobody sells fake watches. And like fake watches are not like, they just don't, like not in stores, right? You might see people wearing them on the street, but that's a different story, right? But a lot of the big dealers would not be caught dead selling a fake watch. Like if they're even like 1% unsure, like they won't sell it, right? I don't think there's been any sort of like, because it would become national news, like if they got caught like selling a fake watch or something like that. So they don't really do it. But flea market's a different story, right? So there was that
might be the reason why some of the flea market guys don't like it when you film. We're being really careful. It's not easy making content to flea market because like most of them don't like people, you know, filming their stuff.
Yeah. Where was I think the Yachtmaster here you spoke about? Yeah.
The Yachtmaster here?
Yeah, this one's
absolutely. Even it just didn't feel good to hold either.
Yeah, this is probably like a clone worth about $100.
How much did he ask for? It was like
$250 US.
Yeah.
This is probably like just one of those, you know, like I don't know, DH Gate, AliExpress watches.
I don't like it.
Yeah. So yeah, they're basically you only see fake watches in the flea markets, but it's not worth buying them because, like, you know, if you're in Japan, just enjoy all of the genuine watches you can see in the shops and buy. And like, you know, you can buy this yourself off of like any of these, you know, websites like Temu and stuff like that. So
I wouldn't go to this flea market and go for a Rolex. Definitely like some vintage Seikos.
Yeah, exactly.
Find that.
Bob says, "Hey boys, love your vids. Wanted to ask, how did you two meet? What are you guys doing at the moment? Work study, etc. Give us a quick history lesson." Do you want to start?
Yeah. So I am. Well, we met on Twitch. So there's a live stream website called Twitch. We were a part of the IRL Japan community. It was like during the pandemic is when we probably met. So like around 2020. We didn't really hang out that much, but like we're kind of in the same space. But then I don't know. I actually don't know why we like started chatting. It was like a group chat thing, right? With my friend.
Yeah, I think
with our original one of the guys that used to be a part of the group.
Yeah, and then we started. I think that's the first time we ever chat, and then I just met you outside a few times as well.
Yeah.
like in certain areas, and we just kept getting invited to the same like Twitch parties and stuff like that. So you know, that's how we started talking more, and I think out of all of the people in that Twitch IRL, like we were the closest, like
Yeah, probably.
in terms of, you know, humor style, like the kind of stuff we like to do. And then I, you know, slowly got him into the watch cult.
Yeah, I actually started. He kept on talking about watches, and I was like, I'm fairly new to it. I mean, I always liked watches, but I never really owned like a nice one. But yeah, we just slowly got into that. And then what I do for my job is I still stream on Twitch. You guys can still watch me on Twitch. Just Utah JP, or just Utah, or whatever. I fall down flights of stairs here and there. So you guys can still watch me. I do stream still pretty actively.
Yeah, let's play that clip.
No.
Let's play that clip.
that are you talking about the clip?
The stair one. Yeah.
Okay, sure. Yeah, let's show.
This is my favorite clip of Utah.
These steps always make me slip. I gotta be careful.
You might. It looks like I'm like acting it, but like it actually slipped.
Yeah, you broke your ass bone, bro.
It was embarrassing. I fell in front of a bunch of girls.
Yeah, a bunch of Japanese high school girls there.
Yeah.
You fell right in front of them too.
They didn't even say anything when I fell. They just looked and walked away.
You know what's so funny is you're like, oh, I gotta be careful here. I always slip on these stairs, and like 2 seconds later,
But it's a big bang, you know. Without that fall, I wouldn't be here right now. That's what I'm saying.
yeah.
But yeah. Oh, thank you. I think the alerts are still on for my Twitch, but if you want to follow me on my Twitch, it'll show up.
Yeah. So I guess I'll answer the rest too. What am I doing at the moment for work and study? Yeah, so my main job is I work as like an IT manager. So I manage 8 Japanese engineers directly, and 20 in the wider team, like around the world in the US, EU, etc. So yeah, that's what I do as my main job, and then this is a side project that we're doing together.
Yeah, I also work for Tokyo Cheapo, so if you've ever like looked for Japan itineraries online, you probably have seen that website or read some articles, or yeah, I'm usually doing the social media stuff for them. So all this like streaming stuff, these the short form content stuff all kind of came together, and it happened to be about watches, which is great because you really love watches, I really like watches, and you know, everything that we did up until this point kind of came together.
Yeah. Thank you for everything you do. See you in the comment section. You guys mentioned Discord. Is that for your patrons? Nope. Discord is free to join. There is a special section for patrons only. So that's where, you know, we talk about what I do is it invite people, and then is it the wrong one? No, this is the right one. This should okay, this link will only be for 7 days, but I don't think it'll matter. But is that gonna
Copy.
Is that going to work correctly? No, I don't think so. We might have to disable streamer mode, and then yeah, I think the Discord is really nice because we have a lot of people post their watch, and then, you know, we feature in the video.
H says, I'm going to Japan next month. Is there any way you can meet up and I can flex my Singapore edition Patek Philippe? I'm also from Brunei. I didn't know there were so many Patek.
Yeah. It's supposed to be limited to only 200 pieces, but I feel like there's a few thousand pieces out there. Just sign up to the Patreon. Hell yeah, thank you, Ricky. Appreciate it. So yeah, if you connect your Discord and Patreon, we have like
Vicky, thank you so much for becoming a Seiko supporter. So we have tiers on Patreon, and I have to really get down and dig through some content that's not uploaded yet.
Yeah.
But I'm gonna be focusing a lot more on the Patreon.
Yeah, I got to schedule another video of we found a guy with like a full gold Invicta or something.
Yeah, he was like drinking beers outside.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I just joined the Discord. Hell yeah. Yeah, working with. Well, I think the Discord's quite a. We can do some of the show your watch thing.
Yeah. Wait, is there? Did we want to do the Casio drops as well? Let's just talk about that one weird Casio. Everyone's talking about this lately.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, do you want to change the thing then?
Do you guys ever thought the channel would grow up so fast? I remember you guys when you guys uploaded your first video and showed up on my feed. We had 157 subs. Now we're at 18k. It's growing steadily. I can't believe it because I think we talked about it a lot, but like we've had a lot of YouTube channels, you know, trying to dabble into maybe like content creation for video games or whatever it may be, but we've never had this much success in such a short amount of time. So the first video we dropped was crazy, and the second video we dropped was like, okay, let's lock in, because this is I think we hit like a certain niche, and the videos itself are very fun to make, and now we have people watching us on stream that, you know, 'cause we've been streamers for so long. But that's more for just more personal stuff. But now it's just, I don't know. It's crazy. 18k is insane. I want 100k.
He wants the plaque.
I want the plaque. I really want the plaque. Yeah.
Yeah. I think at our current, we're getting about 3k subs a month.
Yeah, it's not bad. Yeah,
if we have some other videos like pop off. Interestingly enough, we have about 200k unique people watching our channel. It's just obviously a lot of them aren't subscribed, so it'll take time to get them subscribed and stuff like that. But
are you planning another meetup soon?
Yeah, so this month we're just being too busy, so we're not hosting one for April, but we will host one for May. I think we have some people coming in country that we want to align it with. So yeah, it should be good. But
can you guys interview more women and their watches? That's a tough one, especially Japanese women. Don't really like to be on camera unless we like blur their face. I think the last video most of it was blurred. Like, I don't know, most women don't. I think Japanese people don't.
Yeah, I think we do. I wouldn't say we ask 50-50. I think we ask about maybe 80-20 men to women. Just in general, a lot of women aren't wearing watches, or they're wearing smart watches. And then the ones we do ask, a lot of them don't want to be on camera, or they think we're like hitting on them. Maybe, I don't know.
Yeah. I mean, you know, it is what it is. It's tough.
Cardinal J says, hello from Michigan City, Indiana, USA.
Oh, Indiana.
Wearing my Cartier tank franchise. I don't know how to say it. Francois? Is that how you say it?
I'm also wearing a Cartier.
Yeah.
Cartier gang.
Oh, this is a smaller, it's like a... Yeah, right. It's like similar to the tank, kind of, but more on a bracelet. You want to change the thing? And we'll do the Casio drops.
Yeah.
Yeah, looks nice. I love it. Very, very elegant styling on this. I mean, Cartier, you know, I don't think they make any ugly watches, really. Like, their whole design is really well done. Anyway, the new Casio releases. So this is the one everyone's kind of been talking about. These new... I don't even know what to call it. It looks like an alien kind of watch. I don't know. What do you think about this, Yudo?
It's screaming like Y2K vibes. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's like we're going back to the Y2K2 era of things, and it looks like a croc on your wrist.
A crocodile?
No, like a croc, like Crocs that you wear as a shoe.
Okay.
It looks like a croc.
Yeah. What do you guys in the chat think about this? Because I don't know. It's crazy. This looks like a SpongeBob watch in yellow. Not my favorite release from them. And they did these new ice blue variants of the GA2100s.
I love these.
Yeah, these are quite nice. This is like a jelly, ice blue plus jelly.
That thing is ugly. It really is, man.
Yeah, I don't know what they're thinking with that one. I do like these GAs, especially too. Like, these are really good for mods. So I think we'll see some people modding them.
Ugly. ... Oh, this is the G-Shock. If anyone knows One OK Rock, which is a Japanese band, they've been around for some time now.
Yeah.
They're really good. I've seen them live, but they have a G-Shock collab, and I really like the design of it. It has like the cherry blossoms.
Yeah, so it's got like a textured dial. It's got a katana.
Yeah,
the day indicator. Yeah. They've also, in the chapter rings, it's got like some lines on it, and then the sakura petals. I think it's really nice. They got here too, like the 12 like Roman numerals around the dial, around the bezel. And on the back it's got like One OK Rock and stuff. It's a little on the expensive side, but obviously it's not just Casio making money on this. Like One OK Rock, the band, needs to make money on it too. So that's why. But
it comes with a good presentation.
Yeah, box is nice too. I quite like it. I think it's a really nice you know, with a nice watch. What do you guys think in the chat for this one? It's a sweet watch, Emma, Mr. JKL. Oh, he's responding to another content about the Moon Swatch. Christopher Ward has some new releases tonight. It's absolutely terrible. I get one if it was just ugly, but the legibility is awful.
Yeah, it's hard to look at it.
Yeah, I think they're still talking about the previous, the SpongeBob style watches. And then they've got some other, like the GMA 2100s in resin, more in the lady style watches.
These are nice.
These are nice, especially I think this is a very classy lady. When I was in the hospital, a lot of the nurses were wearing G-Shocks that looked just like this, and I thought it was very stylish. This one too, like the lavender kind of lavender and purple.
Does it glow in the dark?
Maybe. Oh, no, it's just got a light. Yeah, I don't think any of these are loomed at this price, but that one's quite nice as well.
Look, hello drippy in combination with the cat jacket. Are you your cat jacket?
Yeah, he's talking about my cat jacket. Yeah. The full black GM21, love that watch. Yeah, I mean the Casio customs are really nice. I wouldn't buy. I mean, some of them are. If you can't be bothered making yourself, you can buy it from someone else. But like these Casio customs, I think are really nice, and it's a fun little project you can do with only very simple like tools, right? You don't need a full kit of tools. You can just make these yourself. Like that doesn't look like a $200 watch. This looks like, you know, a $2,000 watch or more.
So have you seen the G-Shock Virtual Armor TBA?
G-Shock Virtual Armor, isn't that the No, I've not. Wow. Yeah, that's a very G-Shocky G-Shock.
Is it rare?
Maybe. It's a mech inspired. It's a titanium one. Damn. When did this get released? 2021.
I don't think I've ever seen the.
Yeah, I've never seen that, but I love it. It's like, looks like something out of Eva, or like, I think they're going for like Gundam style kind of looking one. It's really nice. I wonder what the price was. If it's like over like $3-4 grand or something, that's crazy. But
yeah, it's probably
1650. Ooh, 198k yen. Damn.
I don't think you can find this that much.
Yeah, I don't think there's many of these still around. All right, back to the Casio releases. They had a few Edifice releases as well here. Like they've gone, they've done this one, which is like, it's nice. I prefer the other Edifices. Like, it just comes down to whether or not you want like one of these, like these racing inspired ones here. I don't know what they're thinking with the colorway. It just seems a little, I think it's better in yellow than green. I don't know. What do you guys think about these in the chat?
Don't like these ones in particular.
It's super rare and very expensive. Damn. Yeah. I think they look really nice, but I don't know if it's like, if you have to spend, you know, 4 or 5, like 400,000, 500,000 yen to get one. Like there's other watches you can buy with similar kind of looks. Not the Moon Swatch, is SBGA 407. Yeah, I think I know this one. Yeah, the ice blue. What is it called? The there's a name for it. These are really nice. I think we'll see new variants of this with the UFA movement, with the power reserve on the back, and then people would be like, "Oh, this is the nicest watch ever," right? Any tips on where to look for vintage Omegas in Tokyo? Anywhere. There's a lot in Nakano Broadway, and then this watch CTI. Like they have a fair bit of vintage Omegas. Where is it? Import here. Omega.
We're down.
Yeah, they sell a fair few Omegas. Same as Fire Kids too. Fire Kids has a lot of vintage Omegas. The Fire Kids is like a specialty store for, they only deal with, I think it was 2001 and before, so they have a lot of watches here, but these ones come with like an extended warranty, so they're a little bit more, and the shop itself is just really nice, really nicely curated, whereas Watch CTI is, you can buy these and have them shipped overseas, so that's another advantage of Watch CTI.
I'd love to do like a full video on Fire Kids and like talk to the owners and stuff.
Yeah, we'd love to
do a straight interview with them.
But yeah, Nakano Broadway has a lot of vintage shops, but you know, if you're expecting to like turn up and get, you know, an Omega like half price, you know, Omega, Rolex, those kind of bigger brands, they all have kind of global pricing, right? So you're not going to find like a crazy crazy offer.
Ron says, what's your favorite indie brand? Do you have one?
Indie brand. Yeah, I mean, I think like Kuoe is quite nice. We've spoken a little bit about Kuoe. This Suggest that I just bought, I think, is really nice. And they're like, I don't know, people have said that they're not like a micro brand or not like an indie brand from Japan. So
I really want to get one of those the brew watch.
oh yeah, Brewmatics.
Brewmatics, yeah.
Yeah, Brewmatics are quite nice. This is the wrong Brewmatic.
Wait, what the hell is this?
Brewmatic Japan, Brewmatic watch.
There you go.
A Brew watch, bro. Yeah.
These are so nice. I really like these a lot.
Yeah, I've been interested in getting a main recently. The main like Manhattan.
Is that like a very lame answer to favorite indie watch? I don't know.
Maybe, little bro.
I really like the brew. Plus, I love coffee, so.
Yeah, these main Manhattans I think look really, really nice, and they have a new one too. With they've got one that has like a triple calendar in it. Yeah, this Brooklyn 36 triple calendar. I think this one looks really nice too. They have a few different variants. But yeah, either of these two, especially this gray and black one, I think it looks really nice. It comes with a nice movement. Bracelet's quite nice. You know, I like the deploying butterfly clasps. And it's hard. There's so many like nice watches. You know, it's hard to know where to spend your money, right?
Yep. I think we got it like in a few more minutes, maybe.
Yeah, definitely.
We have to film a video after this.
Yeah. So I mean, definitely, if you guys want to hear more, like, you know, more information and hear more of our thoughts about certain watches or whatever, I'll put a link to join the Discord in the chat now. Definitely hop in there, and you can post watches. You can post in Watch Talk, is where we talk mostly about like just all sorts of watches.
Joe, thank you again for the $5 super chat. Now you guys have enough money to rep a moon shitter. Yeah, you can use all the funds that we got from this stream to make a moon shitter. Moon shitter.
Yeah, exactly. Maybe change it to the one so you can see the screen. But yeah, definitely. Discord, yeah. If you guys hop in here, like even when we're not streaming, you can come take a look and talk to. You know, we have the Watch Talk channel.
What is that?
I don't know what's up.
Is that he?
I think they were talking about this.
Oh, the color of that. Yeah, okay. Yeah. Oh my god.
Yeah, we were talking about it earlier. Some of the new Seiko releases, right? You can also show your own watch, and a lot of people will talk about you. You know, everyone's quite nice. No one says like, "Hey, your watch is a shitter." Everyone gives very positive kind of comments and stuff like that. So, you know, it's a really fun time. Highly recommend hopping in because, you know, we can keep talking about watches, your latest purchases, etc.
Oh, maybe like one or two more questions. Honest opinion on Knot.
On Knot?
Yeah.
Yeah. So we want to do a video with Knot. I did go there and we spoke to the brand manager. I think that, you know, they have some really good watches. They have some not so good watches. I like that you can really customize them. So you can go there and you can get it, you know, however you really want, right? So this one here, I really like. It's a quartz. It has like this gradient dial. It's a triple calendar as well. And the pricing is not really too bad on this. Like, you know, they're making money, of course.
Yeah, they're really cheap.
But like 24,200 yen is, you know, what's that, 150 US?
Are these quartz watch?
Yeah, these are quartz, and then you can customize like, you know, they have this website. Going into their store, you can try it out and see what it looks like, and they'll help you to like choose which kind of customization you want, right? So, you know, you can choose to get it on like, you want here like, where is it, metallic one? You can do like choose a metallic or choose a gold here, or you can do like, if you do leather, you can choose a buckle, right? And you can see what it would look like, you know, on your wrist and stuff like that. Like the staff when I went there were very helpful. They're even too like they'll engrave it there in the store. So
okay.
I think like it makes sense if you want to go and try out. Like you can go there for free, and the staff will help you out, and then just see if you like it or not. And like if you don't want to spend like 70, 80, 100,000 yen for a Kuoe, and you're not going to Kyoto, for example, why not just go to Tokyo, go to Knot, have some dinner in Kichijoji, and check out their store there and give it a try.
Chrono Tokyo watches are always sold out. They're very sought after, I feel.
Yeah,
they're very popular with I feel like they're more popular outside of Japan.
Yeah. I mean,
I was having a discussion with someone. They were saying like Grand Seiko is just. It feels like Grand Seiko is more popular for people outside of Japan too.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, look,
there's nothing wrong with that, but
with the way the yen is and the fact that you can get tax free, like you can hop on a plane and get like a Grand Seiko in Japan cheaper, way cheaper. Like Grand Seiko that's like 7, 8, 9 grand in the US, you can get it for like around 5 grand in Japan. With the same warranty, same everything. So it makes sense with the yen as weak as it is, and with a bunch of people coming to Japan for holidays anyway.
It's a good memento for like a lot of people. So.
Yeah, exactly.
Just like that one guy that we met. He said, "I'm gonna go buy a Grand Seiko, maybe." And he did.
Yeah, he did end up buying it.
We actually, isn't it crazy that if it wasn't for us, he probably wouldn't have not.
Yeah, we bullied him. I mean, influenced.
We influenced him.
Now we really are influencers.
Seiko Astron is more popular. It's an Otani.
It's the Otani, and it's that they're reasonably priced, and just Astron in general, it has so many features, right? Like
I think it's good for businessmen.
Yeah.
If it has like the GPS and all that stuff.
Yeah, GPS solar, like especially too these fully loaded Astrons. Like you're getting titanium, so it's super light. And then the feature set here, it's got like day, 24-hour GPS solar, UTC.
I think I tried it on for one of the videos. It's really,
it's
really light. It breaks your brain a little bit. It's like it's this light.
Yeah, it's 93 grams. So it really does. Like I think some people, they feel like if it's light, it's a shitter, right? But it also makes it super wearable, right? So I think they're really, really nice.
Love the Santos that you're wearing. Thank you. Yeah, I love the Santos. It's like one of my like top 5s, I feel.
J Bitch Fun says not for longer. The dollar's getting weaker by the day.
Is it 140 right now?
Yeah, 140 because of the Trump stuff and the tariff stuff, rather.
Hopefully that gets stopped.
We'll see.
We'll see.
Last video, Oceanus was as good as any Astron. Yeah, a lot of people aren't aware that Oceanus is like part of like Casio's premium line, and they're really nice watches.
I love Oceanus.
Anyway, we've got another video to film. So I want to thank everybody for coming to the live stream. It's been a pleasure. And we're going to try and do these every week where possible. So feel free to join in. Otherwise, like I said, the best place to talk about watches and talk with us even off stream is to come into the Discord, and we'll post everything. Darren Lim is asking, what are you guys wearing? You're just wearing
a Santos, Cartier Santos.
Yeah.
I need to get the pronunciation right because I don't want to piss anyone off.
You're calling Cartier Santos.
Cartier Santos. That's what I'm wearing.
No, it's toes, like feet. Santos.
Santos. But yeah, I love this watch. I've been just looking at it all day on the train and stuff. But yeah, check out the Discord. If you're not a part of the Patreon is awesome too. Do we have a link for that? I should make a command for that, honestly.
Yeah. I'll link it here.
Yeah, if you want to support us even further, the Patreon is usually just like, helps us travel, helps us just like with extra things.
Yeah, we put up some unused content there, and it also gives you access to like a map of all of the shops, like watch shops in Japan.
Good for people that are going to travel.
Yeah, so we put a little like explainer of what it is. So it's not just watch shops too, like it's also museums and like events and stuff like that. So we're constantly curating that. After we go to Osaka, we'll fill it out with a bunch more watch shops soon. So
yeah, You know, this stream was really fun. Thank you guys so much. There's so many comments that we weren't able to read. I feel.
Yeah.
But like, damn, because like I feel like a lot of your questions are really good, and there's a lot to talk about these questions. So a lot of fun discussions. Hopefully we'll try to do this like every Wednesday.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, and check out the website as well. We just got it redone, so
And the new website's looking good.
yeah, I don't know if you guys have seen this, but we redid our website, so it's looking a lot better. We got a lot more stock as well. So also we've got this cup, but yeah, so there's a lot more kind of stock in the website that you can see. If you sign up with your email, you can get 5% off your order. And we have pretty good fast fulfillment. We also do custom orders as well. So if you're looking for something specific, if we can find it in Japan,
yeah,
we can get it for you. But yeah, let us know what you want. And yeah, it's been awesome talking to you guys. Have a good rest of your day. And yeah, catch you guys around.
Yeah, how do we end this?
That's a good question.
How do we end this?
I think we got to end it on YouTube and then end it on the stream as well. It's gonna take a while closing out all the tabs we sell.
Any closing messages while I close through all these tabs?
Yeah, thank you so much for your time today, and yeah, always happy to talk. Fiona says, "See you, お疲れ様でした." お疲れ様です. See you guys. Bye, Joshin. Bye, MKL. Bye, Ricky. Bye, Carlos. Bye, John Tell. Bye, Butters.
Thank you, Benny.
I think it's that tab off there. All right, end stream. All right, ending it.
Bro, we had 52 people, 62 people concurrent.